It's like crazy. I don't think people realize how rare it is to have a team like that. I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. I just am who I am. And you can either take me for that kind of or not. And so they've been really kind in accepting me for who I am. Like mentally, you just have to be in a space where every day you walk in, you have to know how to prepare yourself to reach flow. Man, they hit the crap out of the ball, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like do or die almost. Because like I love competing, and like I love playing. I love playing, and it just keep leading me to success, I guess. I had no expectation, which I've learned over time. It's better to have no expectation than too low or too high. So I had zero expectation coming to India in general, let alone Bangalore. And it has exceeded all of my expectations, which has been great. I'm like really I don't want to say shocked, but I'm so impressed by like the physicality of the Indian players and their ability to learn and execute, and like the willingness to change has been astonishing. It's like really, really nice to see. Because it's not like everybody's young. When you're 18, 19, like everybody wants to learn something, or you think you know everything. But at this stage where guys are, like 24, 25, 28, 29, and still willing to learn, I think that's really cool. And having some Americans is always nice. It's not like a priority for me because I've been a solo foreigner many times in my career, but it's definitely nice to have a coach that I knew prior to being here. So I understood like his philosophy in both volleyball and in life a little bit. And then having played with Jalen in the past was nice, just so I could integrate myself a little bit quicker, having known them. And then that made it easier with the Indians. But I've also come to a point at 31, 32 soon, where I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. I just am who I am. And you can either take me for that kind of or not. And so they've been really kind in accepting me for who I am. And that makes the integration a lot easier. Age changes it more than this season or like where I am. So getting older, I have to focus more on lifting versus playing volleyball. So I'm not going to change much in like volleyball skill, but I have to be ready to take the impact of a season. And I guess the only moderate change would be that the season's coming fast, and I know it's going to be a lot. But I've played in leagues where I've played 4 matches in 9 days, 5 matches in 9 days. So in that regard, like mentally, you just have to be in a space where every day you walk in, you have to know how to prepare yourself to reach flow and like be in a space where you don't have to think about volleyball and your body is primed and ready to like just compete. Every strength and conditioning coach has their way and every physio has a different way, but it's not something like completely new or foreign to me. I learned this maybe too late in my career, but warm-ups, cardio, whatever it is that you do should feel like a workout, because as time goes on, you have less and less opportunity for like those types of actions. And so anytime that I work with Sankrit, I try to treat it like a workout so that when we get into the season, like life is so much easier. No less than I do for any other team. The game's different, like based on every country kind of has their own way of playing volleyball. So here it's a lot more compact and people protect the middle of the court more. So the pins are a lot more open. But every country's kind of got its own philosophy and uniqueness. So that's not something that's new. People are so nice. Like so nice and welcoming and friendly, and the food is great. I'm like a huge fan. Maybe because I deal well with spicy food, or like I'm just like willing to go for it. But like I said, I didn't have any expectation, and it has been exceptional. Like it's one of the easiest transitions I've ever had. Man, they hit the crap out of the ball, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like do or die almost. So that's been unique because there's been such a transformation around the rest of the world of you can like adapt and do other things to keep the ball in play. But like I said earlier, their ability to adapt and listen has been phenomenal. So now with this style of like do or die and like a little bit of adaptation to keeping the ball in play, like the level is going up every day. It's like crazy. I don't think people realize how rare it is to have a team like that. And I've played at great clubs, I've played at not so great clubs, and like everybody's very unique. This is top 2 in terms of like strength and conditioning programming, having a team that's constantly facilitating your needs, everything. Like it's been really exceptional, truly exceptional. The fact that we have our own space is always great. And then like the facility itself is great. It's beautiful. It feels like you're landing on pillows, which is really, really nice. And like aesthetically, it's really, I mean, it's a beautiful area. I think just the fact that he is trying to alter the mindset of Indian volleyball. And I think that's not an easy, I don't think it's as hard as people think it is because of what I was saying earlier, and like people are willing and want to adapt and learn. I think when you're David Lee, it's easy to listen to you. But I think the easy way is to just say like, we are who we are, let's just play volleyball. And I think he would rather choose the hard route and teach people the right way to play, or what he feels is the right way to play, and have them figure out a new way of what he thinks is the best style for us to win and have success. And I respect that tremendously. And I would say that, I mean, that's probably the biggest thing I've learned is like, if you believe in something, then you just do it. I just try to be myself every day. And I just try to be present in everything that I do every day and authentically who I am every day. And if I do that and I believe in what I do, and I believe in the process that David has put in front of us, of like, this is how we're gonna win, this is the changes that we have to make to win. I don't know, that's kind of what like leads me to success, because like I love competing and like I love playing. I love playing. And so I think like if that radiates well through the team, then like I hope people will follow, and it just keep leading me to success, I guess. I told David, I was like, if you ever feel like I'm stepping on your toes or like overreaching, please tell me. It's part of who I am. Best way that I can lead is by action and communication. And I just inherently want to talk and help, because I think one of the better attributes that I have as a volleyball player is that I can get the most out of you. And the only way I can do that is by talking to you and understanding what makes you tick. And so the more that we can communicate, the more I have an understanding. And so I'll only talk to people that I know are willing to receive, and I'll talk to everybody a little bit differently based on their personality, but I have to communicate in some way, shape, or form. So that's just me. Jalen also he's very communicative as well. So I think that's also just part of who he is. Maybe it's because we're American, but that's 100% just who I am. A ton, because it's free, right? Yeah, that right there. You have, let's say 30% of India tuned in, and then you have like some of the rest of the world tuning in. I think it only helps. So I think this is great, especially since we're just trying to get the league out there and promote it a little bit. I think it's awesome. My family is super excited. All my friends, when I told them it's on YouTube, they're like, this is great. Now we can easily watch. We're gonna do our best. That's all I can promise you. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna leave it out on the court. We're just gonna try. And if that leads us to success, which I think it will, great. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be present. We're gonna do everything we possibly can right now in practice and do everything we can to compete our little hearts out on the court.